Hey guys, my name is Chloe and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about how I got my first web design client, and I've been doing this for like 3 years now. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I see so many people struggling and they don't know where to start, they don't know what to do, and they don't know how to get clients, which is valid because I also didn't know when I was starting. And I think the big issue is we're all watching these gurus tell us, no, you need to follow like this marketing strategy, or you need to do like this super automated thing. And that wasn't my process at all. And what you need to remember is all of these people are literally trying to sell you a course. So they're trying to make it sound super complicated because they want you to go to them so that they can explain this elaborate scheme to you that's guaranteed to get you clients. But that's not how it works. It's actually super simple, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about it as if we're best friends and we're just having a conversation. So it's completely unscripted. I'm not selling you a course, and I'm just trying to provide value to you guys as if I was providing value to me, who was in this position literally just a year ago. The way I got into this is actually when I was like younger. I took a graphic design class in high school, and I mean like early on in my freshman year I took a graphic design class. And I was like, I'm pretty good at this. So I got more interested in it, and then I was like top of my class, and I decided to start like posting job listings on Fiverr, and I tried to get clients on Fiverr doing like $5 logos, whoever could pay me. I ended up getting like one client off of Fiverr who wanted like something crazy like 20 revisions. So it wasn't a great experience, but that was like my first taste of like internet money. But obviously I was still in school. I was not trying to completely get onto my grind and hustle yet. So I left that. I didn't continue doing Fiverr, and I didn't really get any clients after that. And then it was like a few years later, I think it was at the end of high school, more leaning towards my first year of university, I started getting more into this. So what happened is I went to Cape Town with some of my friends. And the lifestyle in Cape Town is just crazy, and I was like, I need to be able to afford this lifestyle. Like this is what I want to do. I was studying creative technology at Open Window, which is a university here in South Africa, where you learn how to do like creative things. Like they offer graphic design, but it's called communication design. And then we learn how to do, coding, full stack development, and also web design and UX design. So found that I was really good at UX design, and I was actually going to school for development. But then I realized, okay, like design is where I need to be. Unfortunately, my phone has run out of storage. So anyways, as I was saying, I got into the UX design side of things, and after going to Cape Town, I was like, I need to be able to somehow make enough money to do what these people are doing. I started just hustling. I started with social media management, and I had like 2 clients. I was charging both clients $200 each, but when I tell you I had no idea what I was doing, like I had no clue what I was doing. I was using Canva, creating these really shitty posts, and I was just posting every day with no strategy at all. And needless to say, after about like 2 months, these clients dropped me, and I was like, shit, like what do I do now? I do not have any clients. I left that business again for a while, and then I stumbled across this web design agency, and they did everything. Actually, it wasn't a web design agency, it was everything from branding to paid ads to social media management to websites, like the full thing. And I was like, these people are onto something. Like I am going to replicate this. So I replicated that business, and I made a website offering everything under the sun. Like I was trying to offer absolutely everything that there was to offer, and again, it did not work. I launched that website and it was super bad, like just a terrible website, but it was also like my first time creating a website, and this was back in 2023, I think. It just wasn't working at all. After that, there was a guy in my class who was doing the same thing as me. He was also doing web design for clients, And I was like, hey, I like your work. He was like, I like your work. So we decided to partner together and we created a business, and that was where everything kind of started working. So he already had a client that he was doing work for in New York, and it was a physical therapist. So I was doing the design for like this physical therapist, like anything that has to do with web design. I did our agency's website and everything that to do with design I was doing. And we worked together and we were kind of sharing knowledge with each other, and that's where I kind of was like, okay, I'm good at this. This is when I started having an income from the web design aspect of things. But unfortunately, my business partner and I kind of went our separate ways, not for anything bad. I talk to him quite often, but our visions for things kind of split, and he started handling this client more and I was doing my own thing on my Instagram, my own social media. So I left that business and I started completely focusing on my personal brand on Instagram. I was just working on posting every single day. Like, I just wanted to be super consistent. And honestly, I wasn't growing a lot. Like, I'm growing like 1 follower a week. And I think it was at about 300 followers. So in this period of time, I moved from South Africa to Australia, and that was a whole thing. But in this period of time of moving and everything, I was still remaining consistent. I was posting on social media every single day, like clockwork, getting 3 views. Okay, not 3 views, but getting like 15 views on a post, 1 like. But I just stuck at it. Like, I was like, I have to make this work. So then in Australia, I think it was at about 200 followers. So this guy DMs me and he wants a logo, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do you a logo. And I was super excited because I was like, no one has ever DM'd me over Instagram to get a logo or anything from me. So this was like my first client reaching out to me on my Instagram. So after like 6 months of posting without seeing any results, I finally had someone reach out to me, and I was so excited about this. Like, this guy was offering me like $50, and I was like, yeah, like this is gonna cost $50, and I was expecting him to be like, no, that's too much. And he was like, okay, and he sent me the $50 before I had even done anything. So I finished that project, and that was cool. So that was like a little win, and I didn't expect anything to happen really from that. But I continued posting, and literally 2 weeks later, my first big fish client reached out, and he was a guy from Australia, and he was like, I have a budget of $1,000 and I need this to be done. And it was a website and then also like UX design project. So I finished those projects, and again, that $1,000 was sent to my bank account, and I was like gaining momentum and confidence. So at this stage, I was like confidence in my work because people are actually wanting to pay me when I'm asking for. And you know, these 2 projects, even though the one was $50 and the one is $1,000, but in 2 weeks these 2 people reached out to me, which was amazing. I mean, like, that was, for me, I've never made that much money like on the internet. So I was like super excited, and I phoned my parents, and I was ecstatic, and I'm sitting there alone in Australia, and like this was the dopamine hits I needed from moving away to a different continent. Anyways, so it kind of just snowballed from there, posting on social media. And I think the thing that I want to emphasize is a lot of people think that you need like 1 million followers to get clients on social media. This is so not true. I have 1,000 followers on Instagram right now. I had 200 followers back then, and Instagram is the main way that I'm getting clients for my business. And it takes a while to get to the point where you're like getting clients, but it's like 1 year of grinding and seeing no results, and then eventually it just clicks and it snowballs. Like, that 1 client turned into 2 clients, turned into 5 clients, which I'll get into. But the thing that I want you to take away from this, and I know this video is all over, it's more like a conversation, is that you just need to start, and you just need to be consistent at posting on social media and talk about your offer as much as you can to your family, to your friends, to whoever is willing to listen to you. Talk to them about your product, because or service offering, because eventually someone who you've spoken to about your like service offering or product is going to reach out to you and actually want your service or product. Another tip is just keep talking to everyone about what you do and like practice your skill as much as you can, even if no one's watching. So post on social media, be consistent with it, keep posting, and I'm talking like just do as much as you can, even if you see no results, because it's working in the background. You might not see it, but it's happening. I didn't really see a lot of results from there. The one client, the one that I got $1,000 for, kind of stuck by me, and I ended up working with him, and I made like a total of like $3,000 just off of that one client. And that's kind of how it's been with all of my clients. It's been like long-term relationships because they liked what I was doing. It kind of went on for a while where I wasn't seeing anything really, but I wasn't getting discouraged, kept posting. And then it was in December of 2024, and I was actually in Cape Town, ironically enough, where everything started for me. I was working the one morning, and I got like 5 inquiries on one day. Like on that one day, I made like $5,000 just on that one day worth of inquiries, and it was just clients, and they wanted everything. There was a retainer client that wanted, it was like retainer based web design work, and then there was another client that wanted me to develop a website for them. So it was just on that one day I literally got like 5 inquiries. That has never happened to me before. So I got 5 inquiries on that day, which is absolutely crazy. And then I started working with a Shopify development agency, and they needed a web designer. And from them, I've built a relationship, and I continuously get work from them. And since that day in December of 2024, I have been getting at least 5 clients a week. Just web design clients, and my work is so good now because I've been putting in the efforts, and I've been working behind the scenes, posting videos, making content that no one is watching, that my work is so good now that I name my price and my clients pay it because they know my work is good. They know when they come to me, they're going to get good results, which is super awesome, and I'm super grateful for that. If I could talk to me and give myself advice in the position I was like a year ago, I would have just been like, keep working at the social media because it will pay off. Continuously post, just refine. You think no one is watching, but there's always someone watching. And I would say talk to everyone about your work as much as you can. And I'm going to tell myself that it's a snowball effect. After you get that one client, you're going to realize, I can do this. And you're going to be able to do it over and over again. Because if you can make money from a client once, what is stopping you from doing that again and again? And all that's happening is your money is growing, and your client base is growing, your referrals are growing, because now you've done something for a client, they're going to refer you to their friend, and your confidence is growing, your skill level is growing, it's all just growing. So what I suggest is just also putting in the hours, like become the best at what you're trying to do. If you're trying to become the best developer out there and start a development software company, whatever it is, just put in the hours, even when it seems like it's not working, and become the best that there is at this one thing. Just be the best. Clients are just going to come to you because once your work is at that quality, you're going to have the confidence to sell your product as well. So I know that this has been a very informal, not very structured video. There's no script, but I hope that you can find value in little bits and pieces throughout this video, and that it kind of makes sense to you, because at this stage I'm making the $10,000 a month that all these gurus are talking about, and I don't have this insane lead gen strategy, and I'm not like sending 5,000 outreach emails a day. It's usually just inbound. It's inbound leads that I'm getting, and it's all just from grinding, like referrals, social media, Instagram, whatever it is. I didn't buy a $10 billion course to get where I am now. I just put in the work and it paid off. And if you put in the work with anything, it's going to pay off eventually. That was my chat, and that's how I'm making the money that I'm making now, and that's how I got my first clients. It was just consistency and putting in the work. So anyways, before I go on another tangent, that was this video, and I hope that you got some value from it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and lastly, another really cool thing about what I do is I can sit here and work, which is fucking awesome.